Alright, in terrace 1 here, we have our echinacea that is starting to pop off. We're gonna get some blooms soon. And then we have ground cherry, looks very happy. I've got a bunch of volunteers down the lower level there. Blueberry I put in the ground. I don't think it likes this spot. We'll have to dig that up and find another spot. All my onions, I've got some that have bolted and some that have not. I'm pruning the ones that have not actually bolted yet, and hopefully that'll make them make a bulb. I'm just starting to pull them up as we go because we have way too many. More ground cherry, okra, I think it's a Brussels sprout that was hanging on. Ground cherry, okra, spinach going to seed. This is my first habanada that's been in the ground. The ones in the greenhouse are like twice as big. That's the healthy one. That's probably another Brussels. Brussels. They just got killed back by frost and bugs, and that's how big they are. And the ones that I put out too early versus the ones on the next level that are ginormous already. Okra. Here's the habanada. That's gonna have to get replaced. Or maybe I'll just leave them in the greenhouse to get too big for their pots. Ground cherry, the volunteer nasturtium that's already just going crazy. This one is a poblano. Looks like it's already starting to set some fruit. It seems a little early for that. Okra that looks like I've lost. That is another poblano. Ground cherry. Blueberry bush. This is its first season in this spot, and maybe a little bit of fruit. Not a lot, just a little bit. That's okay though. The blueberries, like the ones that are in the lower level, have been there for a while, so I'm trying to see where else in the yard they'll be happy. I'm gonna have to do something about this little corner. You can see it's a little overstuffed. Mustard's about to go to seed. There's a sage in here, okra, and parsley. It's also going to seed. I just started some replacement parsley, so hopefully we'll get those in soon. Mullein, about to put up a flower spike. Everybody's about to flower, I guess. Thyme, got a little bit of dill sneaking through there. Lettuce, garlic. I just took out the Merlot lettuce and I transferred it into a pot, the planter over there. Mustard about to flower. Chives flowering, and somebody pulled a flower off. Don't know who. Alright, I'm trying to just buzz through this mess real fast. Tulsi, more chives. Dill, and my peppers, I think I just must have put them out too early. Some of them are really struggling. All the ones up here are purple peppers. Tomatoes, and the ones up here, all right, let's see. Now these guys, these two bamboo stakes, I did dig them down 6 or 8 inches at least, but not only we had a ton of rain, but come to find out that the blue jays really like to perch on them. So every time and they're kind of big birds, every time they jump off, they wiggle them around, and so this may have been a very bad idea. I'm going to figure out how to support them and reinforce them so they don't fall over. So these guys on this side they're Brussels sprouts, and on that side is cauliflowers, and the early season crop, hopefully they're about to get there. I don't think the Brussels sprouts are going to get there, and I'm going to have a hard time with these because it's such a pretty plant. I might be able to just take the lower leaves off once they start making the little buds, because I've seen they grow that way, and so that'll allow enough airflow for the tomatoes. Or maybe my timing's just all wrong and I shouldn't have even tried to grow these in the spring. There's a carrot going to seed right there. And these are all indeterminates over here, which is why I'm trying to grow them as a cordon. I believe these are all black cherries, and some of them are doing quite well, like this guy. And these guys have grown, like, if you see where it's tied there, Like I pretty much, that whole segment on the top there is new. That's how much they've grown in just like a week. It's crazy. All the rain has done here. Rocket fuel for the garden. So these guys here, these are a red Brussels sprout. And this guy clearly is quite tall and is very sideways, so need to do something about that. And I'm gonna say I did not plant that guy. I don't know what that is. Some kind of squash it looks like. But maybe I did. We'll have to investigate that further. It looks like where I would put it, but I don't remember putting one there. And I'm gonna say my concept initially was to let squashes ramble and cover the ground. But this whole thing has just been overstuffed. Alright, I'll stop rambling and start looking at things here. And these guys, these are all volunteers, and I just haven't crushed them or stepped on them, so I might need to find a spot for them, although what spot is left, I don't know. That's a Kajari melon. Sad little guy. And these are all volunteer watermelons, probably from our Charleston Gray last year. Let's see. Tomatoes. Brussels sprouts. They're just so big. I couldn't like cut these down. I had one that I let stay basically all year last year with the Brussels, and it never made Brussels sprouts, and it died in the frost. Oh, I got aphids actually first, really bad. Look like first giant, probably cat-faced blossom, like a double blossom. Probably should pick that off and not let it be a flower. Kale. Maybe I'll come here and sort of look at this side. Very happy kale. I probably should have dug that up and put it out front for for groundhog fun. There's our purple peppers. You see I've got sneaking in there. My idea was, of course, that these guys would probably be getting done, and I'd put these in, and then they would shade those out until they were bigger. So let them kind of have an easy start. But I might have miscalculated that, and that might be timing more advanced than I'm capable of. But everything is still looking healthy, so and that is some parsley. See, I started to put up some of the smaller sort of companion plants, borage. Those are all radishes that have gone to seed. I'm probably going to let a few stay in so they can just seed, and maybe we'll have radishes turn up randomly that will actually be radishes when they want to be. Same thing for the onions. That's a lissome, cauliflower, spinach that went to seed. I cut it way back, and now it's good. A beet, and this is a melon. I think that might actually be a Kajari melon. I'll have to look at what these guys are. I don't remember what I put there. Obviously some kind of carpet. And we'll stop